Today we're going to talk about why is a prequal so important when buying a home. So, welcome back to our channel. Thought I'd go through 4 reasons why a pre-qualification is so important when buying a home. And first, let me tell you what a pre-qualification letter is. If you're out looking to buy a home and you need a mortgage, you need to talk to a lender and see, can I even get a mortgage, right? That's the first step. They're going to check your credit score, and your debt to income ratio. And they're going to tell you, okay, yes, you can get a loan, or no, you can't, and here's why. And then also they're going to tell you what you are pre-qualified up to, what price of home. And at that time, they're going to go through how much down payment you'll have to come up with depending on the loan that you're qualifying for, and then what your monthly payment would be and all that. You want to know, can I get a loan? 2 is, how much house could I possibly buy given my debt to income ratio? And not that you necessarily want to spend that. And then thirdly, give the lender your budget. Like, how much do you want your house payment to be at or below? And then they'll tell you, based on today's interest rates, what price house you can afford. And then you can tell your agent that, and then that way it gives you a good idea of what to be looking for. That said, why is that important to do before you start looking at homes? First of all, you know your purchasing power and your budget. That way you know what you can afford. I've had people that didn't do that, and then they go look at houses, and then they're either looking at stuff that's way too cheap and they don't like what they're looking at, and they have no idea that they could actually afford more, or vice versa, right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is, it's highly recommended just so you can check your credit score before you go to buy a house. Because if you have to get a mortgage when you buy a house, and it's depending on your credit score, did you know 80% of all credit reports have errors on them? That's crazy, and it's scary, but it's true. And so you want to make sure there's nothing on your credit report that would keep you from getting a loan right at the time when you go to get a house, because it can oftentimes take months to get those things fixed. So you want to know that up front. That way you don't miss out on that dream house that you and your agent find. The third thing is if I'm selling my house and an agent calls me and wants to show my house to one of their buyers, I want to make sure that their buyer has been pre-qualified if they're getting a loan. I'm not going to just let people run through my house just for the fun of it. And so that's what open houses are for, but that's not why most sellers have their house on the market. They have it on the market to sell to people, and if they want to sell it to somebody who can actually pay for it. So imagine this, all right? You go to sell your house, and then somebody comes to see it, and you scramble and you clean it all up. You get the kids and the dogs in the minivan, and you run out, and you're gone for 3 hours, and you come back out of breath. You call your agent and ask them, how did it go? Oh, well, turns out they can't even get a loan, but thanks for cleaning your house and running everybody out for 3 hours anyway. You're going to be very upset, right? So most sellers, in fact, most sellers require that before we show them show a buyer their property, that we have a pre-qualification letter, just to know that at least this buyer is qualified to be looking at this house. Okay. Finally, the last big reason is when you go to make an offer in today's market, it's very competitive. And so most sellers are going to, or homeowners, when they get an offer that's contingent on financing, they're going to want to see that letter to know that, okay, if they accept your offer and take their house off the market and miss out on any future buyers, so you go under contract, they want to know that you can actually get the loan. In fact, if I'm the listing agent, if I'm representing the seller and we field several offers, I'm going to recommend to that homeowner that they not accept an offer that doesn't come with a pre-qual letter if somebody is contingent on financing. Because if they don't have a pre-qual letter and you accept that offer, then you have to take it off the market, and then no one's going to know it's for sale. So those are a few reasons why getting a pre-qual letter before you go out looking for homes is so critical. If you have any other questions or have any real estate needs we can help with, we'd love to help you. Call us or DM us on our Facebook page. Have a great week.